Rust tutorial number 2. Installation and your first program. Let us install Rust, set up the editor, and write real code that compiles and runs. Rust uses a tool called Rustup to manage installations. One command installs everything. On Mac or Linux, run the curl command shown on screen. On Windows, download the installer from rustup.rs. After installing, verify it works. Run Rust version and cargo version. If you see version numbers, Rust is ready. Rustc is the compiler, cargo is the build system. Rustup installs 3 tools. Rustc is the compiler that turns .rs files into executables. Cargo is the package manager and build system. Rustup itself is the version manager that keeps everything updated. For your editor, I recommend VS Code with the Rust Analyzer extension. It gives you autocomplete, error highlighting, type hints, and go-to definition. Also install even better TOML for config files. Create your first project with cargo new hello. This creates a folder with 2 files. Cargo.toml is the project config, and src/main.rs is where your code goes. Open main.rs and you will see a complete program. fn main is the entry point. Println with an exclamation mark prints text. The exclamation mark means it is a macro, not a regular function. Run your program with cargo run. It compiles your code, then runs the binary. You should see hello world printed in the terminal. That is your first Rust program working. Cargo has several important commands. Cargo run compiles and runs. Cargo build just compiles. Cargo check looks for errors without creating a binary. Use cargo check while coding because it is the fastest. The difference between debug and release builds matters. Debug builds compile fast, but run slower. Release builds take longer to compile, but produce optimized code. Always develop with debug, ship with release. Let us write something more interesting. This program asks for your name, reads input from the terminal, and prints a greeting. It uses the standard IO module to read a line of text. In this code, letMut creates a mutable variable. String new creates an empty string. Readline fills it with user input. And trim removes the new line character. Do not worry about the details yet. Now let us add an external library. Run cargo add color to install it. This updates cargo.toml with the dependency. Now you can print colorful text in the terminal with simple method calls. Finding libraries is easy. Crates.io is the official registry, like npm for JavaScript. lib.rs has a nicer interface for browsing. You can also search with cargo search followed by a keyword. For a faster development loop, install Bacon. It watches your files and runs the compiler automatically every time you save. No more typing cargo check manually after each change. Your project structure after building has a target folder. This contains compiled binaries. Never commit target to Git. Cargo creates a .gitignore that excludes it automatically. Common mistake number 1 is forgetting to restart the terminal after installing Rust. If you get command not found, run source cargo env or just restart the terminal. Common mistake number 2 is missing semicolons. Rust requires semicolons at the end of statements. Common mistake number 3 is using single quotes for strings. Single quotes are only for single characters. The Rust compiler has the best error messages of any language. When something goes wrong, read the error carefully. It tells you what is wrong, where it happened, and often suggests the exact fix. In the next video, we learn variables, types, and functions. These are the building blocks of every Rust program. You will learn about let, mut, type inference, and how functions return values differently in Rust.